Disclaimer, this video was made during lockdown.
Hi guys, it's Super Senzi here and you're back on SSFW, which is Super Senzi's Fun World. Aske I'm at the Moja ke su korpo. We're going to do a fun activity. Today we're going to be painting pots. So it's the school holidays and school doesn't open until Monday. So this is fun. And in my free time, I like to do painting. So I paint on rocks, stones, paper, really anything. So yeah, and one of those things is pots. So before lockdown, we bought these pots from Bunnings and they were only $1, so they were very cheap, so that's good for us. And a long time ago, I've been painting these pots. And I only have 2 left, so I'm going to be painting these 2 pots. And I'm going to be showing you how I do that. So the paints I'm going to be using are this one and these 2. So they're all from Bunnings. Bunnings is really good. So here is this Let's Go paint. And this is from Bunnings. It's really old and it's so small. And my mom, when she's painting walls or anything, she uses this sample paint. So it's a sample paint really. But today I'm going to be using this as a base. And I have these 2 big ones. So the first one I'm going to be showing you is this white one. And the brand is British Paints because I'm using British Paints because it's a really good brand, like a brand that khub bhalo. You can use the Lux or any type of brand you like. You can use anything. And this is water-based semi-gloss. If you don't know what semi-gloss means halka iktu glossy, like glossy na. And it's mostly matte, so yeah. And water-based. That's interesting because water-based means when paint goes in your brush or your hand, you can just wash it off with just plain water. Like, yeah, that's simple. And there's another tricky one, oil-based. You shouldn't use oil-based, especially when you're clumsy with paint. You should actually use water-based. And oil-based, you need a specific type of oil. And if you don't have that, that's going to be really hard for you. So actually, I declare that everybody uses water-based. Even for kids, anybody. So yeah, and also this color is white. And here I have another color. This is British Paints, and this color is purple. So it's a light purple, and the purple color, that kind of purple, is called Gracious. So let's get started. I've worn my apron just in case kuno mess hoy, like I'm not wearing any old clothes. Make sure you wear old clothes. So just in case it goes on my dress. So here we're gonna do our base paint because if you don't put the base paint first, the clay color is just gonna show and it will not look very pretty. Not gonna look nice. Here is it. So here is our paint. And I'm going to be painting, not the inside, I'm going to be painting the outside of it, including this. Now I'm just going to dip the paint in. This paint is also matte white. It has no details, but I actually know it's matte. So I'm going to be painting the rim first, because that's the toppest part. And we'll have to do it thick because this clay color is quite thick. This may take a very long time. If you don't know the technique of painting, it's dip it, wipe it, then paint it. Dip, wipe, paint. So here you need a holding. So here you can, and make sure you're using soft strokes backwards and forwards. Don't use like up and down because that would not make very smooth. It would not be very smooth. And make sure you have a holding handle so paint doesn't go, and hope it doesn't smudge.
Okay then, so I'm painting this, and after this dries, I'm going to be painting the rim.
So I've done one. My mom helped me smooth it out. So I'm just gonna leave that to dry. Now I'm doing our second pot. So both of them are based and both of them are ready to paint. It dropped. Just gonna paint the rim. Now all of these are dried and I'm going to be making lines 2 inches long. So next to each other like this. For my paint. I can't really do it very well, but it's working. It's going to be useful. So we've decided to use toys as patterns because for these we can just dip it in some paint and then stamp it on. Here's our pots. That's how it looks like overall. And we had some blue, red, and green paint, but amra kujipari nai. So I found these old nail polishes I don't use anymore. So I'm going to be using these as our paint. So here is neon orange. And these are beautiful colors too. And we have these little trays. So they're nail polishes in disguise of paint. Nobody will even know. I'm just gonna spill the whole tube a little bit. So I guess that's enough. That's enough for our stamping. And then we're just going to get the silver one. Very nice. And I'm gonna spill it in another bowl. I'm gonna spill it in here. I won't spill all of it because
enough.
yeah. Oops, I used a lot. But it's okay. Next is our pink. Oh wow! Oh no! Phew, at least it didn't spill.
Enough.
Okay, oops. Not really good at pouring. Thanks, Ma. And of course you need help from an adult because sometimes it might not be enough. Like it's not enough really. Spill red. So with these toys, the circle, if to make a stamp correct the circle bane. So here's a circle, and with this it's like a flower petal, like it's a flower petal moto. So we made a flower. So I'm gonna do this the whole way.
Dip it in the paint.
Oh, okay. Oh, you saw to put in the paint. And sometimes you might get a little messy, but that's okay. It's just gonna go all around the flower. Whoops. Here's some more paint. Oops. That's okay. I'll just do one more petal here. Maybe that's good. So at least we've done the flowers. My mom accidentally mixed the colors, but it actually made a really nice combination, just like an ombre. And we're using the silver paint to make dots. So I'm just gonna dip this in silver paint. Just a little bit. It's okay if it's too much. That's kind of good. I'm just gonna make dots all around. It's okay if it's uneven because it's really natural. So we waited for these pots to dry overnight, and my mom, she eguli pattern draw korse onek khub bhalo. And since it's the last day of the school holidays, Inara ekę na ashche. So I'm gonna paint this with my friend Inara. Hello. So remember that I told you we couldn't find any other paint, but we found these acrylic paints. So they're acrylic paints. I found them in my stationery box, so we can use these. So this is red acrylic paint, and this is crimson color. And I'm just gonna show you my other ones here. This is a blue one, and this is cobalt blue. See something? So here I'm painting this red petal. So my friend Inara did this. Now I'm doing the petals. I'm trying to smooth.
Now can you show what did you do?
I am drawing a purple flower.
Wow.
And I'm painting these petals.
Inara, তুমি কি করতেছো এটা?
আমি red আর yellow mix করতেছি to make orange.
Okay. Can you show me how what color it is now? Oh yeah, it looks orange now.
Janina.
All right.
Weeks to finish this. So as you can see here, 3 of them already have plants. Here, here, and here, but I'll explain those later. First, the main 2. So here, me and my mom created a scene, like a back scene. So here, as you can see, what this is this. This is flowers, water, sun, and then tree and house. And then, yeah. That's all for this one. And yeah, and then some of them we actually used 2 coats of base to make the color really like perfect, because sometimes you can see the brown. See, and me and my mom, and also along with Inara who left, we did this one. Isn't it so pretty with all the nice flowers? Has a nice spring feel to it. And also me and my mom helped me a lot with this. Here there is a red background with blue, and there's some squares with dots in it. Like, be creative, have your own art, like design. And here we did this, like this blue stripe down the middle in the rim, some dots, and then some more dots at the bottom, like red and green, and some blue like squares or something. Like different patterns. And then now this one is white. The border is like red, the rim, and there's also red dots here and triangles between it. So that is a really good pattern. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye!